What's going on? We back. More City Sports Talking in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Boy, CJ, good fella. And I think this is a bad trait on this Detroit Lions organization. I guess this will fall under coaching and management together. And it seems like Bob Quinn doesn't want to admit that he was wrong. Okay. Obviously, Killebrew ain't contributed to the team all year, probably on special teams, if that. And Teez Tabor is just not an NFL caliber cornerback. Now, he drafted both of these guys. Now, had these been layovers from Martin Mayhew's, regime, I think Killebrew and Teez Tabor would have been gone. Okay, but there's no reason why both of these guys are still on the team. Now, Teez Tabor, you want to make an argument, you want to try and make safety, cool, all right. But Bob Quinn is sitting there, he's a real stubborn guy, that's from what I'm learning. Really, really stubborn guy. Don't admit that, doesn't want to admit he was wrong, and it's okay. At the end of the day, all you're doing is digging your hole deeper and deeper with these two guys. Okay? You're digging it deeper and deeper. We know Teez Tabor was a second-round draft pick. It's a valuable draft pick. We know Martin Mayhew took Darius Slay in the draft after failing to pick up cornerbacks in the draft. His whole philosophy on DBs were, I'd rather invest into the front end and, less investment in the back end. And he played DB in this league. He didn't value the defensive back position early in drafts. It was hard for him to draft Darius Slay in the second round, all right? But, just admit that you're wrong, Bob Quinn. Release Teez Tabor, release Killebrew. You was wrong. You move on from it. We gonna let it go. But as long as we go out there and seeing Teez Tabor got a shot every year, and he don't have the speed. It's just certain attributes that he don't have. When he drafted him, I say it was a really bad pick. And a lot of people from SEC country, I have friends everywhere, went to HBCU down south, was telling me, oh, Teez Tabor good, he good. I said, well, he ran a 4.6, 4.7. Excuse me, I don't think that's a good number to be running a 40 in a cornerback. Unless you really, really got great ball skills. One injury, one major injury, one minor injury, an ankle sprain could slow him up. He could be at a 4.8 or 4.9 out there on a bad day. So that's who you want covering speedy guys on the outside like Marquise Goodwin, Deshaun Jackson's of this NFL, Odell Beckham's of this world. This is who you want. And then you got big body receivers who run 4.4, 4.3. Mike Evans, Amari Cooper is 6'2", 6'3". This dude just ain't good enough. And Miles Killebrew, he ain't never been good enough. Want to try him out linebacker, bro, it ain't going to work, okay? This stubbornness from Bob Quinn, just admit that you was wrong. Move on. It won't be a topic no more. And when you moved on, you were successful or unsuccessful with the Lions. If you unsuccessful, we going to point out that these were two piss poor draft picks that you had, okay? Teez Tabor, you took him over a couple guys, some running backs too. I think that was the year he took him over a few running backs. I could be wrong, okay? But real talk, just admit that you was wrong, okay? He ain't a good football player. He's not an NFL caliber cornerback. He might be an XFL or Canadian caliber cornerback if you're lucky. But at that speed and them lack of confidence, he ain't a good football player, cornerback. It's time to move on. And a guy that's stubborn and can't admit his mistakes, and, it's going to take him all day to admit his mistake. Well, Teez hasn't played the way we thought he played. He's still developing. Developing what? He can't develop no more speed. Okay? On in what, third or fourth year now? He can't develop no more speed. He getting benched. He getting pulled after one drive. I think it was in San Francisco. What else he going to develop? Agility? He ain't going to develop that. He is who he is at this point. Killebrew, if he couldn't make no appearances at linebacker this year, baby, it's a wrap. But we got one of them GMs, bro. We got one of them Donald Trumps as a GM. Somebody that's going to stand on their morals, a real stubborn old dude who ain't going to change his mind. He's stuck in his ways, and he going to stick with Tabor and stick with Killebrew and take up 2 roster spots. And then, next year or a couple years down the line when they contract up, then he going to cut bait and admit, oh, it didn't work out for, we knew they wasn't football players as soon as they got here, okay? It's no secret that we seen Killebrew he couldn't cover. I mean, your coaching staff ain't the best coaching staff around, Okay, he's been through multiple coaching staffs with Caldwell and now Patricia. You know, and he still ain't learned no ball skills. So I mean, if he was good enough to play linebacker, I think he would have been already made a splash by now, or you know, or something like that. So he ain't shit neither. Bob Quinn just insists that these two be on this football team for what I don't know. It's time to go. It's time to turn off the lights, as the great Teddy Pendergrass said, the late great, and light a candle and hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more. I would be shocked if Teez Tabor came back versus the Lions and made some critical plays, or Teez Tabor in the Super Bowl and made some critical plays as a starting DB. I'll be shocked. I'd be shocked if he was a practice squad DB. You know what I'm saying? Cornerback. You know? I just cut my bait on him. You know? I really wouldn't even worry about him and my dreams coming back to haunt me. But then again, you got Bob Quinn, who don't want to admit that he's wrong. He's showing his true characteristics and true colors. And the Detroit Lions trying to be the Patriots of the Midwest. And it ain't working out right now. You know, Bob Quinn is just, I don't know, man. I gave him a D today, bro. I think it's been an epic failure. He had a good draft last year, but other than that, I don't know, man. Just some of the little moves that he can't make. He ain't cutthroat enough for me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't cutthroat enough for me. An undrafted rookie free agent came on and pushed Teez Tabor to the bench and Mike Ford. Well, they need to cut this guy. All right? But, hey, it is what it is. Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget we on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, you can reach out to me in an email if you got a question, business inquiry, sponsorship, or you just want to chop it up. Definitely appreciate it. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV. Also, in addition to that, want to make a donation to the channel, that link's there as well. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Y'all know what the business is.